It's Wednesday. At least that's what the calendar says. But you know what that means? It's a
New week of old comics.
So here's a question I get all the time.
Nope.
People are always asking me,
No, they don't.
should I read Big Numbers?
Literally nobody asks you that.
Big Numbers is the Alan Moore, Bill Sienkiewicz comic graphic novel that was never completed. It's kind of got a fabled history. Number 3 was apparently made. Number 4 was made by Sienkiewicz's apprentice, apparently, assistant, and he destroyed it. So 3 is out there online somewhere, you can read it, but it's a photocopy. So, but Alan Moore was fabled to have spent a lot of money trying to get this off the ground, and it didn't work out for him. But people are always asking, should I read Big Numbers?
No one does.
Well, let's take a look. It's about a small city, England, that a mall is being built in. And one of the characters in the book is a writer named Christine, who wears a Cure shirt through a bunch of it. Had this been completed, I'm pretty sure that it'd be regarded as one of the best graphic novels. But it was never completed, so there was supposed to be 12 parts. This is the second one, this is the first one. But only these 2 got made. Now, one of the things that I have trouble with the book is you don't know if characters who are being introduced are important to the larger story or not. Like, characters kind of come and go. There's this character who's been chemically castrated and kind of fantasizes about killing people. You obviously know Christine's the main character because it kind of revolves around her coming back home after being away, coming home to write her newest book. These are the mall people, and you don't know which one of these, if any of these mall people are supposed to be integral to the story or not. Cure shirt again. Sienkiewicz's artwork in it is great. Again, his work has that quality where some may find it hard to follow. I don't. But again, it's kind of hard to tell where the story is going because it never finished. So, should you read Big Numbers? No, you don't have to, unless I say get it if you're a fan of Sienkiewicz's art. If you're an Alan Moore fan, you could skip it. Like you can skip Neonomicon, which is just about a story about a woman who gets fucked by a fish, man. Yeah, so get it if you're a fan of Sienkiewicz's artwork, or you're a completionist and have to have everything either Alan Moore or Bill Sienkiewicz has done, but you don't have to. Next, I thought we'd look real quick at Brendan McCarthy's Marvel book, Spider-Man Fever, which was a Spider-Man Doctor Strange team-up. My copy's an old library copy because I bought it used. This stuff is cool, but I do notice that older artists that get into kind of digital art their work has a certain, I don't know, it has a certain look to it. Like their way of approaching digital art is different than kind of people who kind of grew up with this stuff. It's a bit more psychedelic. I mean, Brendan McCarthy's work is psychedelic to begin with, but I just kind of noticed that's a commonality between, not just in comics, but in general, older artists that use computers, this form of digital medium. This is real background with. I do that a lot. Use real backgrounds with my work. I mean, it's real trippy. I mean, it'd be interesting if he just did a full-on Strange book, Doctor Strange book, but I like the use of the old Spider-Man. It's weird that psychedelic is a word we use to describe things. It's like you say it, you know what someone means. But yeah, it's just 3 issues long. This is a collection. It's kind of hard to find, but you can find it for cheap enough. Finally, I thought we'd look at the new Junji Ito art book, Twisted Visions. I think this is what I wanted, you know, in a Junji Ito art book.
These guys know my style.
Real kind of starts with Tommy stuff in the book Tommy that he did. Tome, whatever. It's I never figured out what's the right way to say it, but I love the book. It's about a girl who whoever she encounters, she ruins their life and the life of the people around them, and she's immortal, like she can't be killed. And she reappears in different forms in different places. But she's always got that birthmark under her eye there. And then it goes into Uzumaki, which is, I think, I can't decide which one's my favorite, Uzumaki or Tomie. Uzumaki's all about spirals. I think as like the Tommy stories work together, like one-offs are pretty good, but as a complete kind of thing to read, Uzumaki's probably better in that regard. Of course, this famous picture. I think what makes Uzumaki special is the way it amps up. It ramps and amps. It ramps up the this kind of the how fucked up things get. I mean, by the end of it, it's pretty apocalyptic, but it starts off very kind of simple enough. As other works. the cover to the Frankenstein book he did. Where he did a full adaptation of Frankenstein. It's a shame there's not more of his work out here in America. I mean, you can find stuff translated online, but I'd rather have the books, like the physical books. It's from Gyo. That's crazy. Ah, I love that. That's great. It's wacky. I think his cat stuff is the only stuff I actually don't own. Oh, Lovecraft portrait. Yeah, the cat book he did. I don't know, it just didn't interest me, I guess. Dissolving Classroom. Yeah, that's cool. If anybody has Death Stranding, Junji Ito is actually a character in Death Stranding. They scanned his likeness and everything for the game. I think he's in there as the engineer? Oh, that's awesome. Like the silver that they did, this metallic silver on the pages, that looks so cool. Wow. Stuffy Tommy, Yo. This is from a story, a bunch of stories about a woman who looks monstrously bizarre. He got the idea for, well, I got the idea for the model by, he actually saw a model looking similar like that in a magazine. Oh my god, I'd kill to see that. That magazine he got the model from. So here's a breakdown, it's all in there. There you go, definitely worthwhile if you're a fan. Probably Junji Ito's probably one of my maybe top five influences on my own artwork. Thanks for watching. If you want to see some cool stuff on my Twitter at PlagueChild, I'm always posting stuff from either the forthcoming graphic novel I'm working on, or just fun little pinups. Right now, this month, I'm doing 90s porn stars as 90s X-Men. So, if you want to check that out, at PlagueChild at Twitter. Alright, later.
Tonight's program has been brought to you by